There we go. First ice fish of the year. Awesome. Oh, that's cool. It's November 1st. I can't believe I'm already catching fish on the ice. Beautiful little brookie. I'm only fishing like 2 foot of water because if I go out to like 6 foot of water, it's just too thin, the ice. It's really early season. Alright, there's my first beautiful brookie of the 2023-2024 ice season. Look how shallow it is. That's just about 1.5 feet, 2 foot deep. Really beautiful fish though. Look at the colors on that belly. Gorgeous. I don't want to use my gloves on them, so I'm just going to flip them back into the hole. There he goes. Hey, buddy. Bye-bye. Alright, that's awesome. You can see I'm just using a little tungsten jig head with a tiny chunk of worm on it. I'm just hanging that about 50% down into that water column, so just about 6-8 inches underneath the ice, and lightly jigging it. I'm going to mask my movements by putting that slush in there. Ooh, that was a bite. Dang it. There's a big fish came in on that. Just as I raised it up. Dang it. He's back. He's back. Still there. There he is. Got him. He came back 2 or 3 times on that one. Nice. That's a good sized brookie. Cool. Another nice fish. Alright, buddy. Calm down. Beautiful little hen. She came up twice and missed it as I was pulling up out of the hole, and then the 3rd time was a charm. She took it. Beautiful fish. Alright, let's get her back in the water. There she goes. Sweet! Fish number 2 today. I was just about ready to abandon this hole. I think I'll go ahead and move to another one and just kind of bounce around. You know, the density of fish up here in these really shallow flats is not high, and I'm getting about a bite every 30 minutes. I had a nibble on the static rod, and just having to sort of work each hole just a little bit. I think I'm going to bounce over to a hole that I saw a fish come through, but it didn't bite my lure, so I'm going to go back to that one and see if there's still some fish around there. So the ice here is just about 4 inches. It's a little bit short of 4, but yeah, if you go out there, there's sort of a line right there. It drops to 3, and then it quickly drops away, and then there's actually a big slice of open water right out there, and then the lake refreezes on the other side. Up here in this big shallow flat, there's plenty of nice 4-inch ice. I had a fish early in the morning when I first came here. This is the first hole I drilled, and I had a fish come through and zing on it, but he missed it. I'll come back to this spot. This is like the deepest spot. It's maybe... Oh, there's a fish. Did the same thing last time. He just zoomed by. Didn't take it. I'm going to try adding a little bit of plastics. I'm going to go with orange, because I'm assuming that brook trout, due to their natural coloration, are hypersensitive to orange, since the male's bellies flush that color. I would bet that they are sensitive to that color, orange. I'm going to add some orange and some ash. Didn't go for it again. Darn it. This guy does not want this orange and green. The same one keeps coming back. It's about the same size. He just came in, he nosed it, he just didn't bite it. Like he did last time. This guy's being so tricky. I think I'm going to go get my automatic hook setter and just put a big chunk of worm on there. If that tricks him. He just comes in and looks at these and he's like, no, I don't want it. Alright, we're just going to go to a big glob of worm on the automatic hook setter. See if I can't get this bigger brook trout to take the bait. automatic hook setter. All right, got another brookie there on the automatic hook setter. That's pretty cool. Really beautiful colors on this one. All right, gonna get that little guy going. There he goes. Well, it's starting to slow down a little bit, so I'm probably gonna make that one my last fish. I caught most of them just jigging. They weren't responding to a super aggressive jig, but just a nice light cadence seemed to get them. But I also had a good couple bites on the static rigs. So it just goes to show it's always a good idea sort of mix things up when you're out on the ice, especially early season. I didn't really know what was going to be the best strategy when fishing in just this 1.5 foot of water. But yes, caught some really beautiful, stunning fish. It's been a really pleasant and beautiful November 1st day. One of the earliest ice seasons I've ever had in Washington State. So we're supposed to be warm and dry due to El Nino, but obviously that's not what happened. But be sure on this early ice to check the ice often using your spud bar. Of course, also be sure to have your ice picks with you early season, because this ice is super slick. Without your ice picks, if you fell through, you wouldn't be able to get out. There's just nothing for your hands to grab onto here. This is so slick. These ice picks, I can stab, grab in, no problem. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Just remember, fish smarter, not harder.